Welcome to Spectrum Psychological. My name is Alexander. I'm a psychologist by training. Today, I'm going to talk about the impact of chronic pain on a person's self-esteem. I've talked about the effect of chronic pain on a person's life in general before, but the piece that I haven't really spent much time on is the self-esteem part. Now, the effect of chronic pain on a person's self-esteem is not small, and very often it is profound. When a person is injured, they're suffering from pain. Very often they're not able to do their job like they used to do before, which may mean that they cannot make an income like they used to do before. Therefore, cannot look after their home, their bills, their responsibility, their financial responsibility to their families. And for a lot of people, that has a very dramatic effect on their self-esteem. They feel like they're no longer good providers. In the case of women, very often it's not being able to take care of their home, not being able to look after their children, their partners, husbands. It's very destructive on their person, on their core, on their self-esteem. It's a huge issue. And then, of course, there are other things too. So it's not just about financial matters and looking after one's financial responsibilities or, taking care of the home, cooking, cleaning, all of those things, which get affected, obviously, when a person's suffering from chronic pain. When a person is in pain, they're not able to interact with their family members like they used to before, go out for walks, for example, go hiking or biking or swimming and boating. As a result of that, they can get almost isolated from their family members. That, as you can imagine, for men and women, it has a very destructive effect on their self-esteem. They feel really awful about that, the fact that they cannot participate in activities with their family members, with their children. So something like that cuts really deep into the core. So self-esteem is a primary victim when a person is suffering from chronic pain. The person becomes diminished. They become a lot less of themselves when they're not able to live their lives like they were before they got injured and they started suffering from pain. Often, the effect of chronic pain on a person's self-esteem is not recognized. It may not be recognized by their physicians. It may not be recognized by their, in the case of an accident, if they have a legal representative or the legal system even in general. Very frequently, if there's a third party involved, like an insurance company, etc., there's just no recognition of the impact of chronic pain on a person's self-esteem. Frequently, it just gets completely missed. So what's the solution to this self-esteem problem? Well, it needs to be rebuilt. But rebuilding a person's self-esteem is not a small matter. What you're literally trying to do as a psychologist is rebuilding a person's core. And that takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of dedication and commitment. It's very hard work. It can be done. It does get done, but it takes a lot of time. Now, if you're one of those people who's been living with chronic pain and who understand what I'm talking about, it would help you to have a good therapist with whom you can work on this matter, on this core matter. Because as you know, it can be very tough talking about something like this, particularly with family members, where a person doesn't want to come across as someone who's a broken record or just keeps talking about the same thing, or doesn't want to expose themselves as a weak person. They don't want to come across as someone who's just whining about something, right? So you need help. And it's good to have a good therapist to work with, because a good therapist can accomplish wonders in this area. Now, if you're hesitant seeking help for something like this, I can tell you, everybody needs help for something. Even the best surgeon in the world is not going to perform a surgery on themselves, right? So keep that in mind. So if you need help, it doesn't mean that you are weak. I hope this video has been of some help to you. Feel free to share it with anybody you think might be able to benefit from it. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them behind and I will try my best to get back to you. Good luck and take care.